you. I think you've heard this before from someone else, but I want to say it. I love you, Miami. Thank you. It is great. It is great to be home. It is great to be home. We are so excited to be home, and we are so excited about what lies ahead for America. We are so excited about what lies ahead for our campaign. You see, just 5 days ago, we began to unmask the true nature of the front runner so far in this race. 5 days ago, we began to explain to the American people that Donald Trump is a con artist. And in just 5 days, we have seen the impact it is having all across the country. We are seeing in state after state, he loves to talk about polls, we are seeing in state after state his numbers coming down, our numbers going up. And 2 weeks from tonight, right here in Florida, we are going to send a message loud and clear. We are going to send the message that the party of Lincoln and Reagan and the presidency of the United States will never be held by a con artist. Of all the places in America, and I have traveled this country now, and I am so proud to be back, because there is no place in America that understands the American dream better than this community and this great state of Florida. Like our country, this is a place built by people who always work hard for a better life. Here in this community, we have all been shaped and raised by people that know how special America is, because they know what life is like outside of America. By millions of people who lost their homeland, by millions of people that lost their future. But thank God they found this great country where anything is possible, where everyone can go as far as their talent and their work will take them. But we know that the things that make America special were not an accident. They did not happen on their own. They happened because for over 200 years, each generation of Americans did what they needed to do to leave their children better off than themselves. I know of no place in America that understands that better than we do here. For literally every single one of us here is but a generation removed from someone who made our future the purpose of their lives. Only in America would that have been possible. But that American dream that changed our lives and changed the world is in trouble now. For the first time in a long time, young Americans believe the American dream is dead. It is not dead, but it is in a lot of trouble. Because after 8 years of Barack Obama, the American dream is slipping away for millions. But here's the good news. We do not have to remain on the road we are on right now. And when I am President of the United States, we will not just save the American dream, we will expand it to reach more people than ever. In just the last week, since the Thursday debate, I have been inundated with emails and calls from people all across this country who are joining our effort. If you are watching tonight, I ask you to join our effort. Go to MarcoRubio.com. Sign up to be a part of our team. Because what's at stake, my friends, is not just the future of America, but also the future of the conservative movement. 36 years ago, Ronald Reagan defined conservatism for a generation. It is not a coincidence that so many young Americans, my age and a few years older, are all people who believe in the American dream and in the conservative message. Because we are the children of the Reagan Revolution. We believe in free enterprise. We believe in a strong national defense. We believe in limited government. We believe in the Constitution of the United States. We believe the world is a better place when America is the strongest country on earth. And we know that America is strongest when it stands with its allies. Allies like Israel. We will always be on their side. We stand for freedom in Cuba, in Venezuela, in Nicaragua. These things are not negotiable. These things are not negotiable. But there are some people in this race that aren't strong on these issues. The other day, Donald Trump was asked, will you take sides? Will you take side with Israel in face of its enemies? And he said he's not taking sides. Donald Trump says he's not taking sides. He wants to be impartial. I want you to know something. When I'm president of the United States, we are taking sides. We are on Israel's side. And the world will know we're on Israel's side, because on my first day in office, we will cancel Barack Obama's deal with Iran. When I'm president of the United States, for the first time in 8 years, we'll have a president that follows the Constitution, not violates it every day. It'll begin on my first day in office. Because on my first day in office, I am going to cancel every single one of Barack Obama's unconstitutional executive orders. When I'm president of the United States, you will have a president that believes in free enterprise and actually offers ideas to save it. I believe in free enterprise, not because my parents were wealthy. I didn't inherit $100 million. I didn't start out with a small $2 million loan from my dad. My father was a bartender on Miami Beach. And the reason why he had a job is because free enterprise works. If any community in America understands that socialism doesn't work, it's right here in Miami and it's right here in Florida. When I'm president, we're going to reduce our taxes and regulations. We're going to save Social Security and Medicare and balance our budget. We're going to fully utilize our energy resources. And my plan is a lot more than just getting rid of the lines around the states. On health care, we are going to repeal and replace Obamacare once and for all. When I'm president of the United States, we are going to rebuild the United States military. When I'm president, we're going to have a real war on terror, which means the best intelligence agencies in the world will find the terrorists. The best military in the world will destroy them. And if we capture them alive, they're not getting a court hearing, they're not getting a lawyer, they're going to Guantanamo. When I'm president of the United States, we are going to take care of our veterans again. God bless our veterans. And by the way, when I'm President of the United States, you will have a president that every day will do what I will do right now. I want to thank our firefighters and our police officers for everything they do for us. And you will have a president that will never apologize for defending your Second Amendment right to protect yourself and your family. These are indeed difficult times, and many people are struggling. I know many of you are struggling. Do not give in to the fear. Do not give in to anger. Do not give in to sham artists and con artists who try to take advantage of your suffering and your hardships. Instead, believe, as we always have as a nation and as a people, that if we do what needs to be done, America's greatest days are always yet to come. We have real problems, and we will confront those problems, and we will fix it. We will leave our children as the freest and most prosperous Americans that ever lived. This is what we're going to do. Because we always believe in this country that tomorrow can be better than today. There is a lot of work to be done. There is a lot of work to be done. For we are all the inheritors of the dreams and hopes of those who came before us. For 200 years, each generation of Americans has done their part. Now the time has come for our generation to do our part. And when I'm President of the United States, this generation will do its part, not just to save the American dream, but ensure that it reaches more people than it has ever reached before. And that's why I'm so passionate about this election. That's why I want you to understand that no matter how long it takes, no matter how many states it takes, no matter how many weeks and months it takes, I will campaign as long as it takes and wherever it takes to ensure that I am the next President of the United States. We will not allow the party of Lincoln and Reagan to fall into the hands of a con artist. We will not allow the next President of the United States to be a socialist like Bernie Sanders. And we will not allow the next President of the United States to be someone under FBI investigation like Hillary Clinton. I will unite this party, and we will grow it, and we will win in November, and we will turn this country around. The stakes are too high, and we will do whatever it takes. We have some states awaiting for me in the next few days, but then we're coming to Florida. And 2 weeks tonight, you will send a message to the nation and the world that America's greatest days are yet to come. Just a few brief words in Spanish, and I want to close in English. Porque estamos en Miami. Nosotros estamos dispuestos a hacer campaña en los 50 estados. En Puerto Rico. Y donde tenga que ir para asegurarnos que el partido de Reagan y de Lincoln sigue siendo un partido conservador, de principios, de seriedad, comprometido a la libertad, a la democracia, a la libre empresa y a la Constitución de los Estados Unidos. Florida, I know you're ready. The pundits say we're underdogs. I'll accept that. We've all been underdogs. This is a community of underdogs. This is a state of underdogs. This is a country of underdogs. But we will win. And when we do, we will do what needs to be done. And our children will be the freest and most prosperous Americans that have ever lived. And the American dream will change more lives than ever before. And we are going to leave for our children what Americans always leave their children: the single greatest nation in the history of all mankind. We are ready to turn this country around and usher in the new American century. I'm asking you at home tonight, come sign up for our effort. MarcoRubio.com, and together we will usher in the greatest era in the amazing history of America. Thank you and God bless you. Buenas noches, Miami. Thank you.